Hey, it has been a second since I have been live, but I am super happy to be back on live. I've been away on vacation for literally the last month. So I prepped a ton of videos in advance. So maybe if you're wondering like why the videos have been kind of different, it's because I literally went on vacation and just needed to prep some simpler videos so we could keep the channel alive while I was gone. And then before that, I just needed a little break from live streams, but I have a whole new setup ready to come at you for live streams. We have giveaways that are going to happen. I have quiz shows that are going to happen. We're going to have bunches of guests on. We're going to bring WhistleOut writers on as well in the future. But today, it's just going to be me. I thought it would just be me to welcome everybody back to WhistleOut live streams in our new kind of fun podcast quiz show style live stream that I want to do every other week from here on out. So I'm just going to call it like the WhistleOut Quiz Show. And today it is based around the Apple event that happened. And if you aren't aware, today Apple released a bunch of new devices, including iPads, an Apple Watch, and a bunch of iPhones. So I am really excited to get going with that. If you're watching this on afterwards, let's use the hashtag in the comments, the WhistleOut Quiz Show. I think that'll be fun. I'm excited. Before we jump into the quizzing, if anybody wants to shout out who has hopped on, say hi. I anticipate this live stream to be fairly small, but I'm hoping more people pop on. But since I haven't been going live regularly for the last 2 months, I figure it's just going to be the OGs here. So Tony, hello, and Dre, Pate, hello, and then I don't even know how to say this. Hello to you. Hi. I'm happy to have you guys on. I don't know quite how long this live stream is going to be. Probably 45 minutes. That's normally how long they are. But before we jump into the live stream, let's take a quick look at just going to quickly scroll through Apple's website so you can kind of just see all of the excitement and changes to their website that have been taking place. So today, like I said, a handful of new devices. We got the iPhone 13 Pro. Pretty, comes in lots of colors. I'm obsessed with this pink color. It's like an opaly translucent color. They definitely made it for girly girls like myself. And then we got an iPad mini and a new iPad. So lots of fun new devices. If you guys want to tell me the favorite thing that was released today, the one thing that you're like super stoked to get your hands on, put that in the comments. I'm intrigued to hear what you have to say. But yeah, so lots of fun new devices. Today is the quiz show. So I have 17 questions prepped. Some of them are dumb, some of them are fun, and some of them are a little tricky, meant to trick you up because I thought, why not? Before we jump into the questions though, I do want to highlight some comments. So if you have any comments you want to make about the Apple event, about the products that were released, I'll highlight them before we move on and then just see what's going on. Steve says he's disappointed with iPhone 13, wish it had always on display. I wonder if that's something you can turn on in the settings. I bet we'll find that out once people start getting their hands on them and can play around with them. I think my favorite product that was released was the Pro Max and the Pro. Those just looked really snazzy. And then second in line to that would be the iPad mini. The iPad mini was so cool. I was obsessed with it. The fact that it has like 5G and 4K. So it has like all of these upgrades and it's cellular as well. So you could get a cellular plan with it, which I've never had a device with a cellular plan, but I might do it with the iPad mini. It looked really, really cool. I'm going to highlight Milo's comment here. He says he liked the Apple Watch, he liked the square model. Yeah, I did like the styling of the Apple Watch. It was pretty slick. Coming behind the Pro and then the iPad mini was the Apple Watch. So those are my top 3 in order: is the iPhone Pro, the iPad mini, and then the Series 7 watch was pretty cool. Okay, so here's how today is gonna work, y'all. I have 17 questions ready to go. And so if you don't want to click out and vote on straw poll, because it's a separate link I'm going to send through, like if you're just watching this on your phone and it's too complicated to go in and out with all of it, then just tell me what you think in the comment. Just like type your answer. like A, B, C, D, or type the answer that's shown. So here's our first question, okay? If you got one of everything released today, how much would it cost? So choose what you think what it would cost, and then I'll go over the actual prices, and then we'll get to it. But I'm just gonna let you kind of take your time. If you don't want to vote, then just put it in the comment section, and I'll take that into account. Eventually, what I want to do with this is potentially give like prizes away for people who have the most right answers, but that's not happening today. All you get is just like a nice, just a nice feeling knowing that you did well or you did bad, whatever it may be. I need to triple check the answer to this one. It's on my, there we go. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a few more seconds to either answer it here, which I put the straw poll link in the chat, or you can answer it in the chat. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to click the correct answer and click vote. And I kind of am interested to see what the results are that you guys have voted. But I can't because no one's voted yet. Ethical Barajas, you say you already know. Tell me, what do you think it is? I'm gonna take this one down soon. Otherwise, because y'all are probably just taking your time trying to add it all up. Okay, at this point, I'm the only one who's voted. And so I can't imagine anyone else is going in there. But here's the real answer. If you bought one of everything today, the total cost would be $4,823, which is wild. So let's go through the cost of it all, right? So we got the Apple Watch, which cost $399, $400 for the Apple Watch. There we go. People already saw the right answer and they're voting now. So $400 for the Apple Watch. Then the iPad, just straight iPad, it's $330. And then with the iPad mini, that's $500. Then we go on to the iPhones. The iPhone mini and the iPhone 13 are $699 and $799. And then the Pro and Pro Max are $999 and $1099. All of that added up together is $4,823 respectively. I didn't add taxes in there. Taxes would add probably a fair bit more. But just the base price, the base models of everything, you're looking at $4,000, almost $5,000 for one of everything. Let's see. I'm going to highlight some comments as they come in. If I find them worthy enough to be highlighted, Steve Catalano, not worth it to upgrade from the 12 Pro Max. No. If you have a 12 Pro or 12 Pro Max, not worth the upgrade. And if you just have a 12, maybe worth the upgrade to a Pro model. But if that's not your vibe, then yeah, not worth it. Okay, I'm just going to take this one down. We are done with this first question for how much would one of everything cost? Okay, so the next question is, what is the new storage size for the iPhone 13 Pro and the Pro Max? This one is intriguing. Is it 128, 512, 1 terabyte, or 2 terabytes of storage for the new iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max models? When I heard this, I was just like, this is one of the most exciting moments of the whole event for me was the answer to this one. Oh, I need to share it. Sorry, y'all. Get that in there. Okay, it's shared for you in there. Again, if you don't want to click into this, you can just type out your answer in the comment section, and we'll count that as well. But like I did before, I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to click the correct answer. Or can I do? Yeah, here we go. I didn't vote actually. Someone else has already voted, but I'll put the results up there, the live results, in a second. Let's see. RK Travel and Sports says, you hope the iPhone 14 will be very good. Yo, just be happy that we got an iPhone 13 today. But I'm sure the iPhone 14 will be spectacular. But golly, that's at least 365 days away. We have a whole year to enjoy this one. Okay, I'm going to share the results now. So the new storage size that they added is 1 terabyte for the Pro and Pro Max models, which is awesome, especially for creators. If you enjoy making like TikTok videos, or you like making short films or editing pictures to high degrees on your phone, 1 TB of storage is terrific. I currently pay for extra storage in the Apple Cloud because I have so many photos. I'm what you would call a digital hoarder. I think it's healthier than being an actual hoarder, but there's still some problems there I probably need to work through. I probably don't need to take as many pictures as I do. But yeah, 1 TB is the new storage. But if we look at the lower base models, the mini and the iPhone 13, the base storage for that is now 128, where it used to be 64 gigabytes. So every phone got an upgrade in terms of storage, which is pretty great. Let's see. Steve Catalano says, yeah, the 1 TB one is like $2,000. Yeah, the phone with 1 TB of storage is going to be a lot more expensive. It's going to be a pretty price tag, but at the same time, you're not going to have to pay for storage. You're going to have to worry about your phone filling up. If you can fill up a terabyte worth of data on a cell phone, color me impressed. Let's move on to the next one. The next question is, this one, there's no right answer. I'm just curious. If you could get one of anything today, what would it be? For myself personally, I would get the iPhone 13 Pro. That would be my favorite option. There is no right answer. I'm just curious to what everybody would like. If you just want to type it in the chat, then that's cool too. Marco says, I think a lot of people were waiting for the iPhone 13 mini with the new, bigger battery. Yeah, across the board, but the battery size increased, which is great because, as many people are aware, the iPhone 12 kind of blew it in terms of battery life. I know if you're a fan of Sneed's channel, he is not impressed with the iPhone 12 Pro. I'm not super impressed with the iPhone 12 Pro in terms of battery life, but everything else with it, I absolutely love. So let's just highlight a few of these answers that people are saying. Steve, you would get the watch. I'm a fan of the watch. However, I can't remember the last time I wore my Series 3 Apple Watch, so it would be irresponsible for me to spend the money on something I don't wear regularly. RK Travel, you would get the 13 Pro 2. And then Dre would get the iPad mini. Yeah, the iPad mini is one of my favorites too for all of this. Okay, let's go on to the next one. What part, this is a tricky one. And I think I love this because I'm a big fan of recycling and trying to, take care of the planet that we have now. So what part of the new iPad mini is 100% recycled material? Let's go. Is it the battery, the MagSafe magnet, the aluminum casing, or the screen? Which one of these is 100% recycled material? And I'm only going to give you a little bit of time to get it right. And until then, we can look at the iPad mini just on the site, just so we can get a nice little peek at it to see how it looks. Yeah, $499 for this. Part of me thinks that's crazy because it's barely bigger than the iPhone Pro Max, and it's just the pricing changes and differences is wild for me. But yeah, let's just keep scrolling through. The iPad is actually $329, which is way better than the mini. It's just not cellular capable. Lots of color options for the new iPad. It's a pretty good lineup with the iPad and the new iPad mini. But let's go back to the question. What is it? It's the aluminum casing, friends. The aluminum casing is 100% recyclable material, which is really cool. Eventually Apple says they want to get to like zero waste. So at some point in the future, it's possible that all iPhones will be fully recycled, which is pretty impressive. Let's see. Yeah, Steve Catalano, you were correct. It was the casing. Cool. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Thanks to everybody who's commenting and being stoked. Again, if you're rewatching this, let's use the hashtag WhistleOut Quiz Show in the comments. I want to get that started. And then this is just a funny story I wanted to tell, but if you guys want to guess, when is the last time you think I used an iPad? I want to be an iPad person so bad. I'm just not. I feel like the most oftentimes I see people using iPads are like pilots. I have a few pilot friends, or like parents who just want to give an iPad to their kids. But I have not used an iPad literally since 2018. I was traveling abroad in Asia and I didn't have a phone. All I had was an iPad at the time. I don't know why. I can't remember the story. But I just was traveling for 3 weeks, carrying around this giant iPad, taking pictures like this everywhere I went. Ka-ching, ka-ching. It was silly. It was so silly. But yeah, that's my iPad story that I just wanted to tell because it cracks me up sometimes. Okay, what is the new Apple Watch series called? This one's silly, but I thought maybe people might not know or might be interested. Is it the Series 13, Generation 6, Generation 5 SE, or Series 7? What's this new Apple Watch called? Because honestly, I wasn't quite sure what it was until the event today, because I don't keep up with them. I don't keep up with the watches because, like I said, I'm not a huge watch person. Here's the link to the shop poll. I forgot to send that through for the last time, and I'm curious. I was wondering, I know why no one was voting. It's because I didn't send the link through. My bad, fam. Okay, this one's very, very easy. I'll give you guys a little bit more time, but until then, let's go take a quick look at the watch. Where is it on here? I can't find it. Ah! Oh wow. I should have prepped this in advance. That's okay. You know what it looks like. It has a glass screen. It looks like a watch. Okay, the answer to this one though is Series 7. So that's the correct answer. This is Series 7. And you guys got it right. All a handful of us who voted. Yeah, Steve Catalano, you guessed it right as well. Woo! So yeah, Series 7. This means now the only 3 Apple Watches on the market are the Series 3 watch, the Apple Watch SE, and the Series 7. So there's 3 types of Apple Watches you can buy. And this is the newest one, coming in at $400. $400. It's pricey, but could be worth it. Okay. So with this one, what isn't a new feature? What isn't a new feature? There were some pretty awesome features that they announced today. Which one of these is the same feature from last year? Is it swim-proof, dust-proof, crack-resistant, or USB-C charging? Which one of these is an old feature? So there's only one right answer. 3 of these are new and one of them's old. Which one is the old one? We'll see if you guys can get it. I'm going to check and make sure I didn't lose any comments. Steve, $400 for the base model. $399 is what the base model is for the watch. So it's pretty costly, but it has some good features. It has some really cool aspects to it if you are a watch person. I'm not. I don't think I would get it unless maybe I'd trade it in my Series 3. But even then, I don't think I'd get a super great trade-in value. But yeah, $400 is the base price, I believe. Okay, guys, the old feature is swim-proof. So it's always been swim-proof, but they have now added it to be dust-proof, crack-resistant, and USB-C charging, which USB-C charging, as we know, creates a way faster charging experience and allows you to transfer data quicker from, if you're uploading photos to your phone from your computer or to your watch, or you're just trying to transfer data in any way, shape, or form, USB-C makes everything move faster. It's now crack resistant, which I feel like it should always have been. But now I think they're really targeting adventurers. They're targeting people who are riding their bikes, who are doing crazy sports that could end with a crack of the wrist on the ground. So, and it's also dust proof now, and it wasn't dust proof before. So some really great new features. It's always been swim proof and it's continuing to stay swim proof. Let's go on to the next one. This is going well so far. Thanks for everyone being so interactive. I love this. This is the only question about Apple Fitness Plus. And then we'll move on to, we're getting into the phones after this. So that'll be the meat of this video, the most exciting part, right? Okay, so on Apple Fitness Plus, which is a new addition to what they offer in terms of like experiencing the app? Is it running, spinning, meditation, or swimming? So which one of these is a new addition in the new Apple Fitness Plus that you can use if you have your Apple Watch. Is it running, spinning, meditation, or swimming? I have a reaction video coming out after this. I'm going to publish it almost directly after this. So I have a few jokes in here about which one of these is the new edition. Joe Webb hopping on iPhone 13, baby. That's right. Okay, guys. Which one of these I've given you enough time to vote? But the new one is meditation. They now offer meditation and mindfulness practices on Apple Fitness Plus, which is pretty great because if you have to pay for mindfulness or meditation apps elsewhere, it can get fairly expensive. So to offer it on the Apple Fitness Plus is pretty great. Let's see how many of y'all got it. Close. One other person guessed the wrong one, but it is meditation. So if you're interested in mindfulness practices, Apple Fitness Plus is the way to go. Let's go to the next question. Okay, how many total new devices were released today? 1, 2, 3, or 4? I'm not talking about different storage sizes in phones. I'm just talking about like the base models. How many were announced today? This is a really simple one, but I thought, why not kick it off? Someone's in my comments asking me to recommend a good internet line. You should message us on any other social platform, and we can help you find the best internet for you, or go to WhistleOut.com and type in the address where you're going to be, and then you can find a lot of different internet providers in those areas. This one's really easy, guys. I want to see in the comments how many phones were released. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'll give you a hint. It's 4. 4 new phones were released. It's the iPhone 13 mini, the iPhone 13, the iPhone Pro, and the iPhone Pro Max. So thank you to whoever else voted 4. 3. Someone voted 3 even after I just told you the answer. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I only have like 6 questions left, and it will probably be a 30-minute live stream, and a great live stream for my first live stream back. So thanks to everybody for hopping on for sure. This is another recycling one. What part of the iPhone 13 mini and 13 is made of recycled plastic water bottles? I love this one. I live by the ocean. I like to see the ocean clean. And so the fact that we're using recycled water bottles, which makes up a big portion of just pollution in general, and turning them into phones is terrific for me. So which one of these is made of recycled water bottles? The screen, the antenna line, the battery, or the casing? We have a comment down here. Steve Catalano says the antenna line. I'm not going to tell you yet. Anybody else have any comments? Put it in there. The case, maybe the case. Actually, the correct answer is the antenna line. So the antenna line is made of recycled water bottles, which I love. I'm a huge fan of that. Close call to the casing. The casing is made of recycled aluminum, but not recycled water bottles. So there is lots of recycled aspects to this, just not quite the casing for recycled water bottles. Okay, let's go on to the next one. What is the new chipset called? This one's silly. I couldn't think of a question, and this one just popped up. So let's see how many of you guys can get it. Because the chipsets kind of have funky names just in general. But is it A12 SE Bionic, A13 Bionic to go with the iPhone 13 release? Is it A14 or A15 Bionic? Which one of these is the new chipset released today from Apple for the new iPhone 13 series? If anybody has any guesses, put them in the chat or just vote here. Steve, you are correct. It is the A15 Bionic. Thanks for hopping onto this live stream, Steve. You're getting it all correct. But yeah, so there's the new chipset is the A15 Bionic. I don't know too much about it yet, but of course, it is the best and most powerful chip on the market. And it makes it the best iPhone ever. Okay, so that's what we need to know here. Going on to the next one. When it comes to the camera, what isn't new? Okay, so all of these are new except one. Which one of these is old? I thought that one was a little tricky. and I want to see how we all do with it. And if you're one of the 4 still on, bless you. I appreciate the support, and I hope that you're having a good time. Okay. Is it Dolby Vision, rack focus, cinematic mode, or a macro lens? Which one of these is not new? Steve. You know what? I'm going to try and get as many iPhones to give away as possible. We'll see how many we can do. We'll see how many iPhones we can give away. Not today. Not today, of course, but maybe in the future we can do a nice little giveaway of a bunch of iPhones. That could be fun. RK Travel says a macro lens. Maybe. Which one of these isn't new? The answer is Dolby Vision. Dolby Vision is, it's been around for a second. I think just 1 year. I think Dolby Vision came into play for the iPhone 12. We'll see what people said. Cinematic mode is new for the most part, I believe. Rack focus is new. If you saw the presentation, it's really cool. Rack focus is where you can make someone in the front be in focus, or you can make the back be in focus, and you can change it even after you film. You can change the rack focus, which is amazing. It's a very complicated programming that they put into this phone to make that happen, which I'm really excited about because obviously I make a lot of videos. So in the future, this will really change the game in terms of like indie filmmakers, small filmmakers. I can even see whole feature-length films being filmed on iPhones in the future because of all of these different abilities that are built in. It's really quite impressive. Let's move on to the next one. What can the new MagSafe wallet do? This one kind of just caught my attention because I thought it was so intriguing. It's kind of like a tile or one of those, I forget what it's called, but in the Apple version where you can just put on your keychain and ping it and it will tell you where it is. Now they're doing that with wallets. Oh, shoot. I just gave away the answer. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. So the new wallets, they can show you their last known location when it fell off the phone. So if you're like at a festival or you're on a hike or something and you lose your wallet, your phone will be able to track where you last had your wallet. And that's the new MagSafe wallet, which I think is really, really cool. I think it would be really cool if it would shock people trying to steal it. It's just not. That's just not the case. But yeah, now your wallet will know where it fell off. You'll get a last known location, which is pretty freaking cool. Okay, with iOS 15, what's the new privacy update? Is it Siri requests won't be recorded, ads won't follow you around, or they found out a way to make sure you'll never be hacked? Which one of those is it? Put a comment in or put a vote in. I just dropped the link below. So yeah, with the new iOS 15 update, which one of these is true? Siri requests won't be deleted or will be deleted, and they won't be sent to any cloud. They won't be used against you. Amazon did a very similar thing to that recently as well with their Alexa devices. I don't want to say it out loud and activate everyone's home speakers. Ads won't follow you around or you'll never be hacked. One of these is true. Dun, 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 drum roll. It's actually your Siri requests aren't recorded anymore. They aren't stored. They don't do anything with them. You can just ask all the Siri requests you want and they won't be used against you, which in the past, and I know especially with Amazon, they would store those so they know what you're asking and they can use it to change the programming and use the AI to get that stronger. But that's not the case with Apple anymore. They're just not storing your Siri requests. So I wish it was you'll never be hacked. I don't know if that'll ever be a thing. I wish, but that is not the case today. That is not what they released today. We have 3 more questions, team, and then I'll close out and I'll go publish my reaction video so you can see that. And I also started doing shorts today, so I'm going to be doing more YouTube shorts. If you're interested in that, try and find it. Subscribe, look for those. They will be coming out. Okay, what is the screen resolution called on the iPhone Pro 13 Max? iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max. What is the screen resolution called? This one just makes me giggle because they come up with the longest names for their screen resolutions. So which one of these is right? Is it the best amazing Retina ZDR display? Is it terrific amazing never better SDR? Is it super Retina XDR or super Vision? HDR. Which one of these is true? Which one of these is the new screen resolution? I don't fully understand why they have to be such long names always. I feel like there's a new adjective in every new screen resolution that comes out. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's fine. It just makes me laugh. So which one of these is the right name for the new screen resolution? I'll be giving you the answer in a few seconds. It's Super Retina XDR. I don't know why that cracks me up. It's just such a long name. But let's see what everyone said. Yep, someone else got it right. Heck yeah, I don't know who it is, but if you guessed right with me, congratulations. So yeah, the new resolution is the best resolution ever, as it is with all new iPhones. Everything just gets incrementally better, including this time around battery life and screen resolution and the new chipset. So everything's a little bit better than the iPhone 12, but not like a whole bunch better. It's not like excruciatingly better. Okay, so when it comes to the camera, what isn't new? Which one of these is not new, or is there not an answer? So is photographic styles new? Is customized filters before shooting new? Is macro lens new? Or are none of these, or are all of these new? This is kind of a bad question. Oh well, we'll see if y'all can get it. Put the link in the chat. So yeah, which one of these is not new? There's only one answer. It might be really easy and very basic. I was just trying to think of as many questions as I could, and this one popped up. I'm like, you know what? This might trip some people up, and I hope it does. I hope it trips you up. But the answer is none. All of these are new. So with the macro lens, you can get super up close pictures. They showed a picture of a leaf, and you could see the cells of the leaf. It was very cool. They showed water droplets and pictures of mushrooms, like that, super up close. Very awesome with the new macro lens. And the photographic styles and the customized filters before shooting, those are kind of the same thing. But you can, if you have a certain style of photography that you like, you can set that in advance before shooting. And I think that's going to be really cool for people who are trying to create a name for themselves, a brand for themselves, or a stylized specific look for themselves. They can set it to be exactly the same every time with whatever they're shooting. And I think that is really impressive. So yeah, the answer is none. We'll see the results. It's just me. Go me. This is the last question, you guys. What is no longer included in iPhone packaging? So there's been a lot of changes in the iPhone packaging in the past, but what's the new one? Are they no longer including plastic, a charging cable, a SIM device, a poker, or an Apple sticker? Which one of these is no longer included? I'm going to drop the link right now. And if you don't want to click the link, you can just type your answer below. I'm intrigued to see if you guys are getting it right or not. And then at the end of this, you guys are going to be Apple event pros. You're going to know literally everything there is to know about the Apple event and the new iPhone. At least the basics, right? Okay. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds to type an answer or to click an answer. And the answer is plastic. Plastic is what is no longer included in the packaging. Before, you would open your iPhone and it would come in a little plastic sleeve inside of a cardboard box, inside of like a raised level, which would have all the instructions and stickers and stuff below that. But no, there's no plastic sleeve anymore. So that is another ode to them trying to be better about the environment, because there is just so much one-use plastics out there. Someone said an Apple sticker. I literally have never used the Apple sticker that comes in the packaging with Apple. They could probably do without those as well. Do any of you use the Apple sticker? I don't. I never have. I just toss it. Ugh, maybe I should. Oh, well. Okay, team, that is it for this live stream. Thank you for joining me. I had a great time. It was a lot of fun, getting this set up and trying a new format for my live streams. My goal in the future is to have different guests on, and again, do some giveaways and have it be interactive. Tell me what you want to hear, though, about live streams. Go to the community page or comment on this video below using the hashtag WhistleOut Quiz Show if you're rewatching. I want to hear what you want to see on these live streams. I'm trying to mix up, trying to keep it entertaining. Yeah, let me know what you want to hear. Thanks again for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you get the iPhone 13 or the new watch or the new iPad, whatever you want. I hope you're able to get that for yourself. You deserve it. That's it. Thanks for joining me. Keep an eye out for my reaction video. I'm posting it literally in the next 30 minutes. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.